You've probably seen this guy before. He's the founder who made greens cool. Millions of Americans fell in love with the daily gummy.
Calling on the megaphone. You wanna see me all alone. As legend has it, you are quite the pyro. You light the match to watch it blow. And if you never come for me, I might have drowned in the melancholy. I swore my loyalty to me, myself, and time. Right before you lit my sky up. All that time, I sat alone in my tower. You were just holding your powers. Now I can see it all, see it all. Late one night, you dug me out of my grave and saved my heart from the fate of Ophelia, Ophelia. Keep it 100 on the land, the sea, the sky. Pledge allegiance to your hands, your team, your vibe. Don't care where the hell you've been, cause now you're mine. It's about to be the sleepless night you've been dreaming of. The fate of Ophelia. Ophelia lived in fantasy, but love was a cold bed full of scorpions. The venom stole her sanity. And if you never come for me, I might have lingered in purgatory. You wrap around me like a chain, a crown, a vine, pulling me into the fire. All that time, I sat alone in my tower. You were just holding your powers. Now I can see it all, I can see it all. Late one night, you dug me out of my grave and saved my heart from the fate of Ophelia, Ophelia. Keep it 100 on the land, the sea, the sky. Pledge allegiance to your hands, your team, your vibes. Don't care where the hell you've been, cause now you're mine. It's about to be the sleepless night you've been dreaming of. The fate of Ophelia. She's locked inside my memory, and only you possess the key. No longer drowning and deceived, all because you came for me. Locked inside my memory, and only you possess the key. No longer drowning and deceived, all because you came for me. All that time, I sat alone in my tower. You were just holding your power. Now I can see it all. I can see it all. Late one night, you dug me out of my grave and saved my heart from the fate of Ophelia. Keep it 100 on the land, the sea, the sky. Pledge allegiance to your hands, your team, your vibes. Don't care where the hell you've been, cause now you're mine. It's about to be the sleepless night you've been dreaming of. The fate of Ophelia.
You make it through security so fast, the agents applaud. When it comes to travel, you're a winner.
Nice to meet you, where you been? I could show you incredible things. Magic, madness, heaven sent. Saw you there and I thought, oh my God, look at that face. You look like my next mistake. Love's a game, wanna play it. Hey, no money, suit and tie. I can read you like a magazine. Ain't no funny rumors fly. And I know you heard about me. So hey, let's be friends. I'm dying to see how this one ends. Grab your passport in my hand. I can make the bad guys good for a weekend. So it's gonna be forever. show you incredible things. Stolen kisses, pretty lies. You're the king, baby, I'm your queen. Find out what you want, be that girl for a month. Wait, the worst is yet to come. Oh no, screaming, crying, perfect storms. I can make all the tables turn. Rose red, garden filled with thorns. Keep you second guessing like, oh my God, who is she? I get drunk on jealousy, but you come back each time you leave. Cause darling, I'm a nightmare dressed like a daydream. So it's gonna be forever, or it's gonna go down in flames. You can tell me when it's over, if the high was worth the pain. Got a long list of ex-lovers, yeah. They tell you I'm insane, cause you know I love the players, yeah. And you love the game. Cause we're young and we're reckless. We'll take this way too far. It will leave you breathless, with a nasty scar. Got a long list of ex-lovers, yeah. They tell you I'm insane, but I got a blank space, baby, and I write your name. Boys only want love if it's torture. Don't say I didn't want you. Boys only want love if it's torture. Don't say I didn't want you. So it's gonna be forever, or it's gonna go down in flames. You can tell me when it's over, if the high was worth the pain. Got a long list of ex-lovers, they tell you I'm insane, cause you know I love the players, and you love the game. Cause we young and we're reckless. We'll take this way too far. It will leave you breathless, with a nasty scar. Got a long list of ex-lovers, they tell you I'm insane, but I got a blank space, baby, and I write your name.
Unlock.
I didn't think you understand me. How could you ever even try? I don't wanna tiptoe, but I don't wanna hide. But I don't wanna feed this monstrous fire. Just wanna let the story die, and I'll be alright. We can't be friends, but I like to just pretend. You cling to your papers and pens. Wait until you like me again. Wait for your love, 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 love. My love, I wait for your love, 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 love. Me and my true, we sit in silence. Baby girl, it's just me and you. Cause I don't wanna argue, but I don't wanna bite my tongue, yeah, I think I'd rather die. You got me misunderstood, but at least I look this good.
Hey everyone, Azale here, and these are 5 of my...
We can't be friends, but I like to just pretend. You cling to your papers and pens. Wait until you like me again. Wait for your love, 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 love. My love, I wait for your love, 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 love. I'll wait for your love, 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 love. My love, I wait for your love, 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 for your love, love, love. I know that you make me. I don't like how you paint me, yet I'm still here hanging out what you made me. It's something like a daydream, but I feel so seen in the night. So for now it's only me, and maybe that's all I need. Can't be friends, but I like to pretend. To your papers and pens. Wait until you like me again. Wait for your love, 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 love. My love, I wait for your love, 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 love. My love, wait for your love, 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 love. My love, wait for your love, love. calling on the megaphone. You wanna see me all alone. As legend has it, you are quite the pyro. You light the match to watch it blow. And if you never come for me, I might have drowned in the melancholy. I swear my loyalty to me, myself, anytime. Right before you lit my sky up, all that time I sat alone in my tower. You were just holding your powers. Now I can see it all, see it all. Late one night, you dug me out of my grave and saved my heart from the fate of Ophelia, Ophelia. Keep it 100 on the land, the sea, the sky. Pledge allegiance to your hands, your team, your vibe. Don't care where the hell you've been, cause now you're mine. It's about to be the sleepless night you've been dreaming of. The fate of Ophelia.
Sorry, folks, we're starting here soon. Paul's just running a tiny bit late.
The eldest daughter of a nobleman. Ophelia lived in fantasy, but love was a cold bed full of scorpions. The venom stole her sanity. And if you never come for me, I might have lingered in purgatory. You wrap around me like a crown, a vine, pulling me into the fire. All that time, I sat alone in my tower. You were just holding your powers. Now I can see it all, I can see it all. Late one night, you dug me out of my grave and saved my heart from the fate of Ophelia, Ophelia.
Always be down to bait. He'll be here in a minute. Don't you worry. Leave it to Paul.
Your team, your verse. Don't care where the hell you've been, cause now you're mine. It's about to be the sleepless night you've been dreaming of. The fate of Ophelia is locked inside my memory, and only you.
Paul did say 10 minutes, though. So that's why I put the 9:40 on there.
Locked inside my memory, and only you possess the key. No longer drowning in deceit, all because you came for me. All that time, I sat alone in my tower. You were just holding your power. Now I can see it all. I can see it all. Late one night, you dug me out of my grave and saved my heart from the fate of Ophelia.
That's a relevant joke. I understand that one. I understand that one. I get that reference. That joke's relevant for a multitude of reasons right now, but just can't enjoy nice things. You're right, Con. What's up, Negathrax? How we doing? I got a killer joke for Paul whenever he comes in. Do I need to move this back to 950 now? let's move this back to 948. Waiting for Survivor 50 trailer first look tonight. Give me. My mom was mentioning about wanting to watch Survivor or something about it, and then the first 20 minutes obviously got cut off. Season 2 started today. Fall season 2 started yesterday, didn't it? Yeah, that's what I thought. Because it came automatically on my TV. I was like, what the fuck am I watching? And I saw El Pernell or whatever. I forget what her name is. I was like, is this Fallout? And I was like, huh, son of a bitch. I was also watching, I know Khan might be watching these, but I was watching the, we'll go with that one. I was watching the Actors on Actors, Leonardo DiCaprio and Jennifer Lawrence today. That was fun. Mighty Nine. No, the only show that I'm watching right now is Heated Rivalry. Which I have a funny story about that, actually. Some fun facts. I can share this. Hold up. I may or may not have had a TikTok go semi-viral last night because of Heated Rivalry on my personal account. Uh-oh.
Hello.
It's the man with a $1,776 bonus. How's it going?
Good. I don't know if I'm getting that or not because of my order cut, but
Oh, really?
maybe.
The only actionable thing that happened in that entire speech tonight, you don't even get it?
I don't know. I'll have to look into it, to be honest. I don't even know how to check where it'd be coming from. I just now was even informed it's a possibility. I don't know what it means, to be honest. I mean, I'll take it.
I watched that whole
I
thing
get
to
it.
wait and see if we were going to war with Venezuela. And it literally was just 20 minutes. Other than like that one particular
Was
thing.
that a thing?
It was well, it was reportedly a thing. So like for once I finally like tuned in and watched live, and then my dad calls me after it's done and was like, "So the army gets a bonus and then that's it?" I was like, I guess. I just got yelled at for 20 minutes,
Hey,
but okay.
Yeah, let's chill out on that. The army gets a bonus and that's it. That should be thumbs up, people.
He just declared
Thumbs up.
bankruptcy on
We
his
all get a
restaurant, so
bonus. Okay. Well, you know, he can sign up.
at 62? At 62 they're going to take him?
I don't know what he wants us to do for it.
I don't know.
Nothing we can do. I'm not giving up my bonus for it.
I wouldn't either. If I got the bonus, I'd sit there and say, "Suck it, old man."
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm telling people, let's all chill out on this. Do we deserve the bonus? Let's take our money. No.
I don't think anybody's arguing that the army does active army folks
Yeah,
deserve a
no,
bonus.
yeah.
I have not seen a single person argue that point.
I know. I'm just joking.
Oh,
I don't
man.
know what'll come of that. I'm hoping I can get in on the action. I'd love to be in on it.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I will say you'll appreciate how I started this stream.
How?
While we were waiting for you, I played Afro House remixes of Taylor Swift songs the entire time.
Oh dear.
Not that one person's going to watch it. And for context, for those that need it before we officially kick things off, I put out a video today talking about like co-streaming, the broadcast rights, mentioned Taylor Swift and like something that happened in her Air Store documentary thing. And a comment immediately was like, okay, I need to know what your opinion is on Taylor Swift right now. I was like, we're talking about LCS co-streaming. Okay, I don't know why you need to know this, but I like her as a celebrity. Beyond that, I don't know her as a person, so I don't know what to tell you. And they're like, there's no such thing as an ethical billionaire, and basically the people under her are the actual talented ones rising her up, and she doesn't like she's making more money than her talent should allow her to, and all this shit. I'm like, oh. Okay, I'm just not going to respond. I'm just going to let you do you. And he's like, I judge you based on your view of Taylor Swift. And I was like,
yep.
Got it. Playing Taylor Swift to start off the podcast tonight.
Yeah.
That makes it easy. Got it.
Yep.
Oh, man. Welcome, everybody. Episode 201 of the Crossover Podcast, the second to last episode in the new year. How's your holiday spirit going, Paul?
I would say mine's pretty up. Mine's about as high as it can get, especially if the bonus hits that I've now just learned.
$1,766 better than it was last holiday season.
Yeah. You mean 1767? My bad. I had to.
8-9.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, things could be looking up. I may or may not be logging into my MyPay right now to see if I'm getting this.
Oh, God. It's going to be a good part. Paul's going to be on cloud 9 today.
I am.
Good, because we need some sort of positivity, because I was ready to start today off guns a-blazing.
Why?
Because I was happy that we were getting off-season content, and then the more I thought about it, the more I just kind of got annoyed at how the whole thing is happening.
Oh, the stream that they just plopped out?
Yeah, the Christmas spectacular that's on tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of funny because I don't know how, unless you just have nothing else to do that day, how you're going to fit it into your schedule.
At 11 a.m. on a Thursday.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, like... Okay, look, if it's designed to be a YouTube video, that's fine, because you can passively put it on at work. Like, that's not bad, because there's, like, I watch golf content all the time at work, even though they release their videos typically at, like, 4 o'clock, just saying. I release mine at 10 a.m. every day. Why? Because I want it to be a discussion piece throughout the day. Like, I view my stuff in the same way that I view, like, morning talk show content. But an actual showcase with gameplay, I feel like that should be a primetime thing for North America, no?
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, the initial graphic being wrong.
Was it really?
It had the wrong date and the wrong times.
That's
when they first tweeted
crazy.
it, the date was today at 11 o'clock, and they had posted it at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And then it said 8 a.m. start time, Pacific time, and then 12 a.m. Eastern time. And there's only 3-hour time difference between the East and the West Coast. So everybody's like, wait, hang on. Has this already happened? And second, which is the right one? Is it 11 for us, or is it 12? What time is it? And it was like, oh, man. We had one off-season event, and we flubbed it. I mean, it'll still go fine. This will be forgotten, but it's like, we really messed this up. Also, they apparently recorded this back on December 2nd, I think, was the day that this was filmed. Because they posted one TikTok back on December 2nd with like Poe Belter, his girl, and then a few other people that were there. And then the next video came out today as they were finally announcing things. And I'm like, why wouldn't you hype this up for 2 weeks then? Like, even if you don't know a day that it's going to be happening, you can like tease the announcement. That's kind of like a big thing on social media. I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Stream elements timed out con because of too many symbols.
Unfortunately, I think because of the order type I'm on, I'm not getting this 1776.
Oh, that's tragic.
Boo hoo.
Sucks to
Guess I'll
suck.
just continue doing what I do.
Sucks to suck. What can I say?
Yep,
Get good, scrub.
it is what it is.
But are you gonna
Sometimes Dad can't give you it all.
are you gonna watch it tomorrow?
No, no. I I saw the time and I was like, good for them. That's fine. I saw Polvelger's face and I was like, yeah, I'm not like putting everything to the side at work that I have to do tomorrow to watch something I don't really care. And I'm not going back and watching the VOD later. Like that's crazy work. Like if it's I don't know, is there any streamer in it who's actually interesting?
Streamer, I don't know, but pro player, you have Griffin is playing for FlyQuest. You have
That's cool.
Huhi playing for Sentinels. I think I saw Gate is gonna be there. I don't know if you remember Gate from
I
he
don't know
played
who
on like
Gate
Optic
is.
for a very small period of time. Uh, I'm trying to think who else.
Really remember him.
I don't know. That seemed to really be that was really all that I recognized from it for the most part.
I mean, it's good they're trying stuff, I guess. Just that's pretty random.
I I
Yeah, I
don't
thought it was gonna be like, I'm not gonna lie, I read the 8 like PT11 ET and I thought it was at night. And I was like, I'll be in bed before that.
yeah.
And then uh reread it, or I read the comments where like somebody in the comments was like, that time's crazy, and I had to log or roll back up to be like, huh? And then looked at it and went, oh yeah, that's just now completely off my radar at all. It would have been like sleeping material, you know?
Yep.
Like chuck it on and pass out. And that's fine. Give them my one view. But I ain't doing that. Like, good
I,
for them. They'll have fun, I'm sure.
again, I don't mind it if you're like preaching it as this YouTube video, but like any event that you're preaching as a live stream event, which they are, like that to me is something that you need in prime time. Like, and also, Murderbird said, "Why on a weekday though?" I don't mind on a weekday. A weekday at like a 7 o'clock, assuming this is gonna be like an hour long, maybe two. Weekday at like 6 or 7 o'clock in prime time, I'm fine with that. That's chill. I don't mind weekday shit. Absolutely. But weekday during the work hours, there I'm a little sus. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? Like,
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine their Thursday night football overlap is that big
no.
that it's worth all that.
And college football playoffs this weekend as well.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
I
that
don't
would, I guess, be hard to compete with.
I don't want to be a Grinch about it though. I don't like I don't want to be a dick and be like, oh, we're finally getting something. Why is he complaining? But I'm like, uh I just can't help but feel like there's a better way to do it.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna take them a while to, like, I guess, get over people being kind of haters about it.
Yeah.
But because they're trying something. But sometimes you just try something that's weird. This is in the weird area, I'd say.
Yeah, good. We'll repeat. Yeah, I know, Con. I'm trying to be jolly because it's the Christmas season. I'm trying to be happy. Promote some positivity on this. I thought my video today on YouTube asking about like the positive changes for the LCS broadcast came in from a positive view of like, hey, I want this thing to be good. Let's talk about the awesome things that could happen on it to make it fun.
Yeah.
I'm curious, what were your thoughts on let me ask generally. What are your thoughts on the LCS broadcast? Like the state of it right now going into next year with no co-streams.
I think it'll be fine as long as the broadcast. Well, I think from your video, I liked you saying like, let's upgrade some things here and let's get it going. I think their crew is what they got. They clearly don't intend to change much of it, so we're just gonna see what they rock with, and hopefully they can do something that speaks to me. I really don't know what segments they could do to build up better, because I think the dive has kind of lost its fun. I don't really like Medios on there because he's so biased, it's almost crazy. Like, I just feel no need to listen to the dive anymore. Like, he's very clearly a C9 fan.
I mean, I
And
don't
that being
mind
like
it
their
being
official team.
biased. I don't know about you, but I think for me, it's just his podcasting cadence. Like there are certain people that I listen to that I think naturally have good podcasting voices or like voices I can listen to talk for a while. And
Yeah.
his cadence at points is really good, especially when talking like in-game specific stuff. But when it comes to team stuff, I think my perception is he's too scared to like he knows that he's biased, and because of that, he tries to take a step back and like really think about things when he could just embrace it and be like, yeah, I am. Okay. So what? Anyways, we're going to talk about this and we're just going to go on and like show a little bit more passion, obviously, when it's C9. But like, the segments that I care about most on the dive have always been the team specific stuff, not the balance and gameplay change stuff. And that's where I feel like he
Yeah.
gets a little timid, which I think he
Well,
can
yeah,
fix,
because
to
he
be clear.
really only I think he only cares about C9, to be honest.
But you're on the dive. You have to care about everybody.
Yeah, that's why I think it's like crazy to have somebody who's a one-team rep.
I mean, put it this way: would you want me on the dive, like even after I pick a team?
I guess if you were a rotating guest.
But not as a consistent co-host.
Yeah, no, not really.
Okay, that's fair. I
But
completely get
more
that.
than anything, because it's a league podcast. Like, the league. I'm not saying a League of Legends one. Like,
Yeah.
it's LCS one. Like, it's a show that's supposed to be about the whole league type of thing. Like, if they brought on people that represented teams, I'd get it for segments or something. But it's almost like having, I guess, it's Pat's show, but on like steroids in
Yeah.
some ways.
Well,
Like Pat and all his guys have teams they like, but they
yeah.
cover a lot more teams and they get through the whole of the NFL. It feels like Medios can't get through the whole of the
I think
LCS in the
that's
same
more
way.
my point that I'm trying to push is like, do you like in comparison to Medios, do you think there's anybody that you could have on the dive that does have a team affiliation the same way, Pat has the Colts. Like anything indie, obviously he's biased on, but he can still acknowledge like the passion is still there elsewhere. Is there somebody that you think has a bias that brings that flair to it, but also can still bring the passion elsewhere to that same level?
I don't know really in the league, like little esport scene. I mean, because I really only watch what Marn and
And Cloud.
Cloud and you pretty much. So I and I've kind of given up on the dive because it's just not as interesting to me. And honestly, it was Hotline League. I enjoyed that one a lot. But now that it's dead, not really. I mean, Dom has a team. Dom has been more C9 heavy for a while than anything.
About
Even
2
on his
years.
podcast, I think he stays relatively neutral, but he was still, it was very clear, like, he believes certain teams were going to win more than others, I would say.
Yeah.
I mean, and those teams, like, revolved around, C9, the one paying his paychecks, like,
Yeah.
if we're being real. It's very hard for you not to support. Like, what helps Pat a lot is the Colts don't pay any of his money.
No, yeah, he's just like a natural fan. He gets benefits from
Yeah.
it, obviously, but like,
Yeah, they aren't giving him cash. And, I mean, they used to, but they don't anymore, and you can tell he is that way. He's very honest about that team.
yep.
Like, Medios, I don't think you'd ever hear Medios, like, express frustration with the fact that C9 had such a tough ending to the year and kept 4 out of 5 players, and again, people get mad when I say this, downgraded at mid. If it was, like, most people would not be happy with this in other sports. C9 fans seem elated, mainly because the league, I guess, downgraded elsewhere. Like, other good teams got worse, so they feel like they're going to rise to the top in the battle of mediocrity, but they didn't really do anything to make their team that much better, other than get rid of their coach with a coach who doesn't really have a history of winning. And they're bragging about it. It's like one of those things where it's like, dude, I feel like if it was any other thing where these guys weren't getting paid to rep them, they'd be a bit more harsh on it.
I'm curious to see that first dive episode where they talk about C9, how they word it. Because the thing I guess that I've noticed with them lately is like they'll lay out all the possibilities, and that's why I asked for more bias on the broadcast. Is like one thing I noticed that they do is like, oh, well, what if Blabber comes back and has this amazing split? And somebody's like, I mean, there's a chance that he could, but there's also a chance that he couldn't. It's like you're laying out possibilities. You're not putting your foot down on what you think is going to happen. Like, give me your honest prediction. Like, do you think Blabber's actually going to bounce back? Yes or no? Like, tell me. And why? Like, is APA going to be the thing that unlocks it? If so, say that. If not, then fine. But be direct with it. Don't beat around the bush. I understand laying out all these things. It's like call a spade a spade. And that was something I always appreciated with older versions. Is like it felt like people were more willing to call a spade a spade.
Yeah, and I don't know, Cloud, what do you mean about context of the C9 move? Like, other than them losing Loki, like, them losing Loki shouldn't make their fans be happier with how it all played out. Like, I would still be like, really? This was the best we could pull off? While Zenny was available? Or other upgrades you would think? Like, I'm just saying, comparable upgrades that would fit your timeline. Like, even Kobe. I mean, unless they really think they're going to fix APA that much. But the format, if Fearless sticks around, that seemed to be APA's problem. Like, I don't know how you mask that with a ADC who looked like he was not as dominant the longer the year went on. That's all I'm saying. Had some problems. A jungler who had some good peaks and some bigger valleys. And half his fan base wanted him gone, and now they're kind of just coping with him staying. The 24 had good peaks. They didn't have a choice in mid. I guess, yeah.
I mean, I get that they didn't have a choice, but we don't know the timeline. Like, they're never going to be transparent about it, so it's impossible to tell. My thing is like, okay, cool, you're still stuck with APA. Or not, well, stuck with APA, but you picked APA. We can still call it like it is. Like, I get the context behind it, but guess what? How it happened, ultimately, like, even though, like, it makes it understandable how you got to this moment, you're still in this moment where you can say that APA is, like, in most people's eyes, a downgrade to Loki. And, like, regardless of, like, whether you have sympathy for it or not, you can sit there and be like, okay, well, I'm still not going to be excited for it. Like, just because I have sympathy for you and this shitty thing happened does not mean that I need to be excited by the replacement. Even though I'm excited for it, I get why you're not.
Yeah, and most people are pumped for it in the scene. That's why I'm being the like devil's advocate, because it seems like everybody has just decided it's this
I'm
was
turning
an
to it though.
okay move, like, and it's going to play out well. Like there are plenty of people who are giving them what is it, number 1 or 2 in power rankings. Like everybody's putting them 1 or 2. So I'm not really like just me sitting there and being like, yo, I don't know what you want me to think. Like why is everybody sitting here and acting like all of a sudden this made them a powerhouse? I don't really know how everyone's getting to this conclusion. I mean, I get they had a good year the whole year through, like really up until the end, but the end is such an important part of like how does that play into the next year, especially for a team like C9 where they're essentially keeping this team that we don't know if they're going to have trust in each other or not, how that's going to look. Like, I don't know. I don't know how everybody keeps getting there. Because if every other team got better at the end of the year, and I would say a lot of them made changes that would make them stronger, theoretically, right? Like with Shopify and TL, we think is stronger than last year. And C9 did nothing but essentially maintain or downgrade, depending on who you are. I wouldn't say anyone would say they upgraded. Well, maybe. There's probably 1 or 2 people who think they upgraded. I don't know how that makes them better. And I don't know how the stability is. I just don't agree with stability either is worse. I don't see how Shopify got less stable. They essentially upgraded at mid lane.
I mean, I agree with you.
I don't know how you say Shopify side graded. Unless you're just assuming that he's going to have the first year, LCK rookie curse.
I think
Like,
I mean, I'm not expecting Zane to be strong in split one, to be very clear. But I think when a lot of people look at this, they look at it from like the immediate level of like, hey, this is how this player is gonna do like by midway through split one or lock in tournament.
yeah.
When the reality is, especially with rookies, you look at this from the perspective of how are they gonna become end summer. And you watch the
Yeah.
journey of them progressing. Like that is the fun of a rookie. If you're bringing in somebody like APA, yes, I'm expecting you to be pretty good, if not almost like quickly better by the end of lock-in tournament because you are already a pro. You are in a situation where, in theory, if you're getting different coaching that can possibly make it more effective, like you should be able to learn quicker.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Even if obviously like you are kind of I hate this metaphor, but like if you're teaching an old dog new tricks to a certain extent, even though they're
Yeah.
obviously not old, you are to a certain extent rewiring certain things, whereas with rookies you are very much teaching them stuff from scratch. There's an argument to be made that a clean canvas is better than coming in with something that's a little bit used already. However, like that's how I grade them. So like when I'm looking at C9, it's like, okay, I think they need to win one of lock-in or spring split. Like you have to, because I think everybody else by the end of the year is going to catch up. We've seen this every fucking year.
Yeah, and I guess I'm a little too end of year focused maybe. And that's how I'm approaching this, is too end of year locked in. But I look at it and I go, like Cloud said, only SRTL and Shopify upgraded. But in my head, I'm thinking, yeah, SRTL and Shopify, or my bad, what was it? SRTL and Lion, upgrade. Now I'm going, okay, well, that's now 3 teams that could possibly knock C9 out in summer.
Yeah.
Which they've now been, they're having trouble getting to Worlds lately for whatever reason. Like, we're going on 2 years in a row of them not making Worlds, which is newer, That's pretty uncharted territory for them. And I mean, people are going to say, well, they were both flukes, but at the end of the day, I mean, even if we would have had 3-team league, they wouldn't have made Worlds this year. Even if you
Yeah.
expand it. And that to me is just like, I don't think they're fluking. I think they genuinely have a roster that, because they're all vets and they don't really have much growth left to do, and I don't really see where APA gets better as the year goes on, or Sven and Blabber and Vulcan all just increase in skill as the year goes on. They are what they are day one until the end of the season.
Which, to be fair, I think in Vulcan and Blabber's case is pretty goddamn good. Like
It
Blabber,
is.
regardless of the coin flips, like and the issues
Well,
that he's
yeah.
had, I know Blabber's had problems, but Blabber has looked good. I think Sven's coming in on very weak footing. APA, I do think I disagree with you on that point where I think he can improve. I think if Vygar V2 specifically works with him and he clicks with Blabber and doesn't have this rotating jungle all year, I think there's a world where he improves. Like pretty easily.
Yeah.
And Vygar
I think
V2 is
that's
the type
fair.
of guy that should be able to expand his champ pool. In theory, assuming it works. However,
That's fair.
can we stop hyping
Yeah,
Vulcan? No,
Thanatos is
I'm not
really the
gonna,
guy, I think.
and I'm not gonna stop hyping Vulcan up. Vulcan's making great plays on the Rift.
Yeah.
He passes
think
the eye
that's
test.
fair.
Like regardless of whether he's made an international tournament or not, he passes the eye test on the Rift. He is not the reason that they've been losing. In my mind.
No, I'll agree with you there. Yeah, and I don't know. I guess it's not like our ADC pool's buck wild. Like Sven can, I guess, do good enough and then get by with it, because really, what do all those teams have at? Well, no, Lion did pick up Berserker. I know he's laning with
I
Isles, but
I'll be a
Berserker. If Berserker gets back to what Berserker is, it's way better than what Sven is right now.
sure, I agree. But my identity for C9 is not win through ADC.
No, yeah, that's
I
fair.
see Sven as Guma, and I see C9 playing like Guma could carry at points, but like Guma's role was to just deal with no resources to a certain extent. At least that's what all the T1 fans have been plastering on my fucking TikTok. Anytime I talk about it, it's like, you got to understand the difference between Pays and Berserker. It's like one played with no resources, the other's going to demand resources. And it's like, okay, yeah, same philosophy then goes for Sven in this case. Like, he's not going to demand resources. Hopefully he doesn't chuck that. Like, hopefully he's able to stabilize. And then, like, whether people like it or not, the pressure is on Thanatos, on APA, and on Blabber to carry and to be proactive and make these plays. And if they lose, like, how they lose is going to be if you're playing that style, those players are not able to step up. The expectation will not be, hey, like these lanes are getting nullified, like Sven needs to step up. No, you're not expecting Sven to step up. You're expecting Sven to be consistent and Thanatos to push people in. Like that's the and
Which
if you
he
don't,
can.
which he can,
Give it to him.
but he has to be able to do that in playoffs too. You can't have the summon effect where you're getting leads, where you are getting to these positions where you can win. And then for whatever reason, the team's not coordinated enough to get it over the finish line. Like that's been a problem for them.
Yeah. No, that's all fair. I mean, yeah, they definitely, I don't think they're like terrible. I
No.
think C9's fine. I'm just saying I'm shocked with how many people, and I assume they're just doing it for lock-in tournament, are like, man, these guys are gonna be a problem. I'm like, bro, they are a very manageable problem. Like, I don't see them as this like, they're making it look like that picture, the meme of the knight standing there and then the giant.
Yep.
Like some people are talking about him like that, and I'm just like, am I crazy or are they totally not that? Like that should be what TL is.
Yeah, I think TL's more in that position early on.
Even though I have no idea about Morgan and how Jose Dioto are gonna go, like that's hard to know. But you would think TL's like mid and ADC are just good enough alone.
You would think.
And I guess a lot of this also rides on, if FlyQuest, I mean, what they have is very unknown, but if they can start clicking, later in the year, kind of turn something up, I mean, because the way I look at it, there are 5 teams that I think are competitive, at least for now.
Yeah.
And Sen, I could go with 6 because Sen has a reasonable path if Impact gets back to his form. Like it wouldn't make me go, that's insane if Sen turned it around. Type of thing.
That's fair. I think that's fair.
Like I would still be impressed, right? I'm not saying their players, if they turned around, didn't all do a good job coming together and the coaching didn't do a good job. But I'd also be like, yeah, I can see the path that Sentinels has as the year goes on to grow and become something. I mean, it's really just the constant perpetrator at 8th place.
Here's an interesting
Also
comparison
just down
for.
there.
I need a quick poll in chat, not like an actual Twitch poll, but I just need like you to type yes in chat if this applies to you. Does anybody here watch Call of Duty esports? Like, am I going to be making? If I'm about to make a comparison here, am I making a comparison entirely on deaf ears, or do I at least have some people in this chat that will be able to relate? I have 1 yes, 6 no's, 7 no's. Damn. Okay. Well, that made this very clear. Let me give you full context then for what has happened in the Call of Duty space over the last 3 weeks. Okay. We are, for those that need an explanation on how the Call of Duty season goes, you have 4 majors and then you have champs. That's your timeline. Okay. Your majors have an online qualifier portion and then the major itself, and then another online qualifier, then the major. You do that 4 times, repeat, and then champs. There are 2 squads in the Call of Duty League that are very similar to like TL and C9 right now, where they have on paper like mostly veteran players, like good names that you assume that are going to work together and work well. Optic kind of being this little standalone category of like world champions. Like they just like imagine basically EG if Danny hadn't collapsed. That's basically what like Optic is right now. So like they're in their league of their own. What's happening with those 2 teams, which are FaZe and 100 Thieves, is that there's 2 young players in the challenger scene that everybody's like, hey, drop your old guys with no hands and pick up these kids. We're 2 weeks into the season, might I mind you. 2 weeks. And people are saying, hey, it's time to drop. And it looks like they are going to be making those moves. League is not at the same pace of a timeline. But I think if you see a world where TL and C9 do not finish top 3 in either of lock-in or spring, you will see a change. Or like you could see a change and then take a chance on somebody young. Specifically C9 is who I'm looking at. Because it feels like you have this squad of 4 veterans. And it's like if things don't start off hot, the young guns later in the year are going to catch up, if not be better. And you kind of need to take a chance on somebody that can come in and change it up. Which we've seen work time and time again in this league. 100 Thieves the last 2 years made a change going into summer, and it's worked. There will be somebody that makes a change in summer, and one of those 2 teams is going to struggle and not finish top 3 and possibly do that. Like, that's my prediction. Or if they finish 1-2, they'll remain the same, and then it's just a matter of everybody else like actually catching up in summer.
Yeah. I mean, I could see C9 doing that. That's actually very realistic.
Now, League is not like Call of Duty, where Call of Duty, you have these crack kids and challengers that are just waiting for shots on top 5 teams and wait for this specific moment to happen. And when it happens, they slot in. Mm-hmm. I don't know what cracked NACL, like what talent we got there that you're putting in. C9's at the benefit where it's like, if something doesn't work early on, they have an import slot available. They could grab anybody. Like, they're fine.
They do. Because, I think their idea is that Thanatos is the future. Like, if all of this goes wrong, I would assume he's there. playing like if you're gonna have to rebuild in their position, but at the same time, maybe not. Maybe it's like one of the older vets that they want to stick around. But I assume they view Thanatos as this guy that is going to take them into the future and needs to dominate. But yeah, top lane, maybe this meta, because allegedly top lane's super strong on PvE. Maybe this is the one where he just takes over and that's that. But I don't know, it's pretty hard as the season goes on. Usually top lane just gets less and less strong. I mean, there was that one Worlds where top lane was crazy.
2018, 2019, yeah.
Yeah. And the year, what, DRX won? Like,
Yeah,
top lane was
2022. Yep.
cracked. But usually ADC, you do have to, like, eventually it all comes down to ADC. A lot of years.
Yes, and I would say
ADC
mid jungle
and
can
mid
win
lane
you.
playmaker. Yeah,
I think mid jungle can combo to win you a lot.
it can. A playmaker mid laner.
Yeah. We'll see. I don't know. It's gonna be. I'm
Or just
really.
Faker. I mean, there's always that too.
Yeah.
Could just have Faker, who apparently it doesn't matter who you put him with. Man's a beast.
Now he's got a Caspa Cup too.
Okay.
He's got the irrelevant title.
Add it to the, yeah.
It's just a
Add that
racket.
to the list.
Well, somebody was like, "Can Faker really be the GOAT unless like when his contract ends in 2029, he gives it a run at the LEC or LCS? Like, is he really the GOAT if he can't ever win in Europe or North America? Like,
Yeah.
he's got to at least try." And I was like, you know what? What if we did a Faker like John Cena style farewell tour? His last year, 3 splits. He plays the first split in the LCS, the second split in the LEC, and then the third split in the LCK. And just does like a tour. Like T1 loans him out
That
to
would be
somebody. That would be
nuts.
fucking hilarious. See
That
if
would
he
be
can win.
nuts.
He collects Infinity Stones at the international or at the final year. Oh, would that be so fucking funny?
I mean, what team? I feel like he could do that pretty easy, no?
What, win LCS? Yeah.
He's Faker.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
the whatever team he goes to, like if you're an LCS player, you need to be throwing yourself saying, "Hey, I will take $75,000. I will take the minimum salary. Like don't spend a penny on me more than you need to. I'll pay for all my
Yeah.
shit. Let me play with Faker." Like throw yourself at the opportunity.
Yeah. No, that would be nuts. I mean, he'll never do that, but yeah. That'd
He
be crazy.
won't, but it'd be so funny. We finally get the question of whether Faker can win in North America or not. Oh, that'd be hysterical.
Man. Yeah, I'm just thinking more about. I really do think, though, there's like 5 actual good teams. And I just don't get it, bro. This is all I'm saying is I don't get why we're acting like there's one far and away ahead.
Because I think there's a known quantity. That's why. The beginning, like we see this every year. The team that people know the most about, they just assume is going to be the best. Because we don't FlyQuest people have no fucking clue on. Sentinels people for the most part have no clue on. TL we know because of the mid bot jungle, and Jose Dioto is no stranger either. So it's like the majority of this, and we already know that they're best in class. Lion, we know about Inspired, obviously, but like there are some massive question marks around Berserker, around Lion, and around Zamudo, who's an unknown quantity. Like there's a lot of unknowns with the exception of C9. C9's the most known quantity in the LCS, and because of that, people are putting faith in it.
Yeah.
This all started from a discussion on the broadcast, and we deep down.
Yeah, it's because the broadcast is so C9 heavy right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it just is. It feels like it's what they talk about most, that or TL, which I mean is fair, because those are your 2 big brands. If you want to build, you're going to have to talk about them. But the fact they
Gotta
have
talk
a
about
literal
Sentinels now.
C9. Yeah, Sen, bro, for real.
I need
They
to check
actually
what that
control
video is up
YouTube.
to. Like, it's fucking wild. Because when I mentioned that, it was sitting at 41,000. I think it's up to like 55 now, if I'm not mistaken. No, that video's gone even
Then
further. 63,000 views.
my brother mentioned that he might start watching League again because Sentinels is gonna be in it. And I was like, bro, that's crazy. They might have more reach than I expected. Like, that's if he does. But
Whoa. Sorry,
what?
there's just a. I just opened up Twitter to check that out. There's a big leak in the Call of Duty scene right now.
Oh, what is it?
All the player salaries got leaked.
Whoa. That's kind of
Do
nutty.
you, okay, here's my question. Okay, let's test your knowledge. I know nobody here watches Call of Duty, but I think this is going to be interesting. What do you think the lowest average salary is? What team? Or not what team? What do you think their
Call of
average?
Duty?
What do you think their average salary is? Because they're
I
all
don't even
every
know
single.
all the team names.
I'll tell you the team. It's Cloud9 New York has the lowest salary reportedly. Or no,
Really?
it's a tie between them and like the Carolina Royal Ravens. But what do you think the average salary of the 4 players is?
No rules? Like, there's nothing holding them
I
to
think
money?
there is a league minimum. I
Just
don't remember
minimum
what
wage?
I don't remember what the number is.
Okay. Like 45 a year?
65.
Yeah, go 'em. They get that much to play.
$65,000
Goodness.
is the annual salary for C9's team
Dang,
reportedly
bruh.
for this league. Uh,
How many people even watch that Carolina team? 10?
Not many. Oh, Carolina's is like 60, 60, 60, 70. I Ridya Falcons. Okay. The Ridya
Yeah,
Falcons.
Falcons.
They're
No
not
way that's a real team name.
they are not good in this league. They're not great. They're like
Really?
middle of the road at best. But they do have some pretty like famous players. Like
Okay.
two of their guys two of their guys have championship rings. Like decently well known. Actually, I think 3 do. What do you think their salary is compared to knowing that C9 is 65,000 a player?
And they're paying decent money? Decent
I'm
money.
I'm not saying whether it's decent, good, or bad. I'm trying to get you to guess how much you think Falcons is playing per player.
85.
Celium is getting paid $850,000 a year. XNIT is getting paid $250,000 a year. Kismet $150,000 and Pred $450,000, meaning their average.
450.
Yeah, I said $850,000 for Celium.
What? Is he good?
Celium, yeah, he's pretty good. Is he $850,000
Pretty
good?
good.
No, he ain't.
For
that good.
850, pretty good? We're paying pretty good people 850
So, okay, let's compare this.
for Call of Duty, bro?
Optic Gaming, world champs, best team in the game. Okay, like the most popular team in the game by a wide margin. Like this is like the equivalent of playing for T1. That's what the Call of Duty equivalent is. How much do you think Optic players are making salary between the 4 of them? Like average per player. Give me just chuck out a number.
Well, now I'm thinking 180. It's gonna be something way low.
No, they're a little bit higher than that.
Higher than 180? Okay, like
Yeah.
210.
Higher than that.
Okay.
I'll give you
250.
the numbers. The best player on the team, Shotzi, he's like the franchise star player. He is the current kind of faker in terms of popularity of the game. He's getting paid $425,000 a year. Dashi, who is easily the second best player on the team and like most popular, $350,000. Hook is getting $250,000, and their kid that's on the rookie contract, like the new deal, but has won every title since he's come in. He is on a $250,000 annual salary.
Daggum, bruh. I mean, I get that if they're winning.
Now you know who's losing?
Who?
100 Thieves. They're not great at the moment. Their salaries are 450K, 450K, 300K, 185.
What? They're paying people that much money to suck?
And then Paris
Oh.
Gentlemates, who is like Gotaga and like the French team, like I would compare them to K Corp. Like they are literally what K Corp is in League of Legends, but in Call of Duty. Their average salary is 190K.
Uh,
So yeah, the Ridia
how much
Falcons
do
are
they get? How much? I'm looking up their viewership.
viewership more than the LCS. They average like I think they average
430K on their peak? What?
viewership major one. Let me see. ES charts. See if I can find some
Yeah, right.
esports charts. Here, I'll be able to
Call of
find you
Duty
the.
League. What? Call of Duty League 2025 playoffs?
I
Is
mean, you
that the
could.
big
Yeah,
one?
no, Call of Duty Champs would be the big one.
I think that's what this is because it's 350K viewers for Van and Optic.
Who in Optic?
Was that finals?
Oh
Whatever
yeah, Vancouver.
Van
Yep,
stands
yeah,
for.
Vancouver. Yep, that was right.
Okay. 353K viewers for peak, bro. Some of these boys are making more than their viewership.
Yep.
We gotta put something together here.
But the thing I will say, even though the viewership ain't great, at least for the Optic guys, almost all their YouTube videos hit 100,000 views each.
Yeah.
So they are like they are genuinely popular outside of the game.
Are they
So
making money as an org?
Optic, yeah, the Call of Duty side is beyond profitable.
Okay, it is.
Yes, they sell. Put it this way: any event that Optic hosts and they're hosting the first major sells out.
Okay.
So they are the K Corp. They are making money. Current viewership of the Call of Duty League this year, 190,000 peak, average is 105,000, and this is purely online games so far. And Optic is not the most watched match. The most watched match is actually Gentlemates, Gotaga, the French team. And if
Okay.
the French team and Optic play in finals, like that's getting over 300, possibly 400K, whenever it comes time.
Okay.
Is viewership super top heavy? Yes. It's Optic, FaZe, 100 Thieves, and Gentlemates. Any combination of
Is that
those
this
will get you
Monster
a shit
Energy
ton.
one you're talking about?
I don't even know.
Bro, that's just the only reason I'm just like, that's a lot of money for some of these guys who doesn't even sound like they're bringing anything in. But maybe they are.
The only people that are worth their price tag are the Optic guys.
Okay.
They earn every bit of their salary back. Beyond
Good.
that, obviously there's debate on like, what value do you drive for the league, etc. The Ridia Falcons, they're just overpaying.
Because gosh dang, you want to talk about us getting $1,000 bonus? These guys are scamming people, bro. Call them for money. 850K to do what? That's crazy, bro.
I want to see where they're at in the standings actually, because now you have me curious. How bad are they right now? They're seventh. They're 2-2 right now. Optics undefeated. Paris Gentlemates are 2-1. LA Thieves are 2-1. Ridia Falcons have the same pretty much the same record as Cloud9, with how much more salary? If I add that up, that's what 260K versus 1.1, 1.1, 1.7 million. That's a $1 million salary difference to get the same results. This is why salary numbers need to be so fucking public for LCS. Imagine the conversations we could be having right now if we know the salary numbers of Blabber.
It might get too toxic, though. it might. Realizing how much they're scamming, some of these guys are scamming, would get bad.
I mean, it might be, but like, I don't know. I think it'd be fun. I mean, obviously, as the finance and money guy, I'd be sitting here like
No,
scheming.
yeah.
I'd be moneyballing this shit all day. I'd be looking over at these rosters, being like, DSG. Say Dark Wings is getting paid like, 75K, and I'm C9 and I'm paying APA 300K. And say for some reason C9 doesn't do well in that first split and APA does struggle, I'd be looking at Dark Wings, being like, hey, 125. 125. You come up, and you know what? DSG or not DSG Sentinels, we'll give you 50K, and we're still saving money on contract relative to what we got. Oh, dude, I need to know. I need to know these conversations would hit like crack. Oh,
Yeah. I mean, then you'd at least know why some people stay where they stay.
yeah.
You'd be like, oh, that's fair. Good for you, bro. It'd be like a Miles Garrett thing. Like, people are like, oh, man, he complains about wanting his team to win more, but he shouldn't be because he chose to stay with the Browns. And then you're like, maybe if I was offered 44 million, I too would have stayed, but also wanted my team to win.
Yep.
But if you're getting offered 40 something mil, you can't be mad at a guy for being like, come on, bro.
Yep. Oh man.
Anybody's staying for that, bro. Anybody who's honestly, if you're mad at somebody for staying for that much money, like, you're just salty he didn't want to go to your team for less.
Here's the other
Like, the
thing.
dude getting 850K, I
Oh,
think he's scamming them, but good for him.
But he's scamming the Saudis. That's worth. Like, if you're gonna go to the Saudi
Yeah.
team, you gotta get everything you can get. You gotta take the full
Yeah,
bag.
get your bread.
Probably close, I feel.
He's getting his bread. He'll be okay.
Oh man. Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to ask you about. Did you see the Valorant numbers?
I did not.
$105 million sent to the 44 teams of the league. Average is
How
about
much?
$105 million in rev share from
That's crazy.
skins, from champion, like their bundle, like everything that they offer in game, prize pools beyond. Like they get sent an average of 2.2 million a year, but of note, that's not an even distribution. The more popular you are, and the more you win, the more of that you get paid, because the bundles are paid as a like based on how many you sell. And then on top of that, if you make their equivalent of Worlds, you get a higher cut of their Valorant Champions bundle. So like your good teams in the league are making more than $2.2 million a year. The bad teams in the league are making less.
Wow. Bad teams are making less. I get it, but that's also how you make a very, very top-heavy league.
Yeah, but like, you don't want to penalize people. Like, why should a team that's popular and selling a shit ton of their own skins and being the reason why you sell Valorant bundles, like, why would they not get rewarded with being paid more? If you want to be more popular, put in the work to make yourself more popular through content, the signing of content creators. Like,
Oh yeah, as long as they're getting stuff that was sent to their, like, if it's just stuff that they're selling under their branding.
well, I mean, there's general league stuff. Like, there's general league revenue.
Yeah.
Like, the equivalent of this
But
would
if
be
the general league stuff is being split higher to better teams,
no. So there's apparently two separate pools. It's
Then
like
good deal.
the base pool of like all revenues for esports and beyond, that everybody gets a cut of. But then there's the promise of like the teams that make it, or obviously like your individual team bundles, whatever they sell, that goes to the team. Like, that is what it is. But for Valorant Champions, it's like, if you make the tournament, because in theory you are the reason that these bundles are selling more or less, because the teams are more popular and want to go, and people want to buy it as a remembrance of that event, you should get a higher percentage of that money.
Okay.
And I think that's fair. Personally, think that's entirely fair.
Yeah.
Because everybody's still getting something, but you should be rewarded monetarily for being the reason that they sell more skins.
Do they have a salary cap at least?
No, they're not unionized. They can't have a salary cap.
Then yeah, that's tough. Because if you have no way of regulating salaries and you're giving other teams more money, they're just gonna run away.
They could, or again, make your team more popular. Put in the work to become more popular.
Yeah, but that's like, it's gonna be a lot harder if you just can't compete without
Okay.
just blowing boatloads of cash. That's not a
Eventually,
sustainable business
okay, but
model.
eventually the people on those teams are
That's
on
how
the
we
top.
got to the problems we're in.
Sure, but you know what? How we also got that, or how we also got here? The bottom teams didn't actually give a fuck about properly improving both their brand and the players that they brought in. If Dignitas, if Immortals, if like all these bottom feeder teams actually gave a shit and actually built something worth going to, more people would go there. That image can be changed over time as you prove yourself.
Yeah.
But they haven't. They don't.
Yeah.
Like you can't just give bottom feeders a fucking free lunch.
Yeah, you can, I guess.
You need
But
to
then you
implement a
gotta just
floor to be
rotate them
clear,
out.
but like
Yeah. Rotate them out.
I mean, they have 4-year deals. Riot can sit here after 4 years and say, "Hey, you're not doing your job. You're out."
Yeah, because I
Give
don't
somebody else a
like
chance.
if you're doing that, I would make it more even, so that then the teams that come in, have that actual footing to like get going and stuff.
I think if you're a new team coming in, like I think you're fine because you're gonna have the hype of being a new team in the league, and you're starting from scratch, and you're gonna need to have money coming into it. Like it's just like the first few years, like you got to invest, and it'll pay dividends if you're good.
Yeah. Because you're gonna have losers. You have to have losers.
You do, but your losers need to have the ability to scout the next generation of talent and find those players because we're unfortunately, as Jimbo said, it would be a draft system would be cool. I agree, but we're never going to see a draft. In esports, you are never going to see a draft. So because of that, you're like the number one thing you can do if you're a shit team is bring in a proper scout and analyst that can actually help you identify the next quid. Like think about where 100 Thieves would be without 100 Thieves was like they went from the championship winning roster to picking up a bunch of content creators and would have been and finished 7th place that split. And could have been way worse after Bjergsen retired in the middle of the year for him. But they had a scout that said, "Hey, Quid's the guy."
Mm-hmm.
And a few years later, that pays dividends. Like that's what you got to do. And it's not like they got Quid for like a shit ton of money. Like they paid barely league minimum for him.
Yeah, I'm just worried about how top heavy that gets because there's no other checks. Like there's nothing stopping top teams from just running away with cash.
I mean, the way you do it then is you implement a floor, no?
What? Like to
because
well,
like
the floor would
baseball
also lower the ceiling.
Look,
make all the money
we're
more
talking about
even,
the
which is all
baseball
I'm saying, to
problem.
make
Let's
it
be
all
honest.
more even.
We are talking the baseball problem right now
Yeah.
with the Dodgers. So how would you fix baseball?
Well, baseball needs a salary cap.
But people don't want a salary cap. They're saying put in a salary floor. Make the bottom owners actually spend money because they're making money in this league.
Yeah, but if you don't put in the cap, then the good teams are just going to keep doing what they do.
Depends on how much the good teams are spending. Are the good teams overspending the amount that they are getting from the stipend, or are the good teams spending? I mean, we both know they are, but I'm saying like, are the bottom teams also spending that amount of money and blowing it, or are the bottom teams just saving cash?
I'll be saving cash for the Pirates. Yeah, I mean, I like the floor idea, but I also like having the ceiling. You need both, kind of. That's what the NFL does.
NFL
has a floor and a ceiling.
I agree with you. Personally, I would like to see a floor and a ceiling, but you need a union for that to happen, so it's not. So I think the thing
Yeah.
that you can do,
Yeah.
nobody's gonna sue you for a salary floor. You could put that in. You're not
That's a
gonna.
good point. I mean, that's a fair point. Yeah. Other than the teams.
Someone who works in the MLB. Whoa, that's a deep pull in chat. That's a real deep pull.
Interesting.
All right, good to
We are
know.
getting a lockout.
Yeah, no, I've heard that everywhere. So our what's funny is we obviously know people that work for the MLB and their corporate offices are here in New York. It's funny some of the things you hear circling like the Twitter,
Ah.
the sphere.
Con made a good point too. NA does have a floor, technically.
We do. I would argue that floor is above the value that we're driving.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably.
Because I was thinking about it
Probably.
earlier. It's like, okay, well, what if you did implement? Okay, this system exists for us. We just don't know the number of what's being like given to teams. Hey, Aklon, thank you for the follow. What do you think our number is for league? Now we have more teams than Valorant does. Valorant has 44. We have what? 10 or we have 8. 8 plus 8 is 6. So we have 16, 26, 36. 46 if you include, because the LPL is not in our global revenue pool. They are an entirely separate thing.
Oh, really?
Yes. Per John Needham,
And it's
that could have
what?
changed, but that like this is like the
It's
LPL, the
10
LCK,
LCK, 10 LEC.
10 LCK, 10 LEC, 16 for Brazil and North America.
Yeah.
So it's 36, and then 10 for the LCP. So 46.
Okay.
How much money do you think we made this year?
That, I don't know, probably a great amount of money.
Had to have been
'Cause
more than
LCK.
Valorant, right?
You'd think, yeah.
So how much money is each team getting?
Yeah, whatever their stipend is from Riot.
And that's without any sort of team bundle. That's the wild part.
Yeah.
Because for those that don't know, I just realized I never changed the date on the ticker down below. And I think it says like a date from way, way prior. Oh no, it doesn't. Okay, thank God. No, I was reading the. Never mind. The one thing that people probably don't know. Did you know that the Uzi Hall of Legends skin goes into the global revenue pool? That doesn't just go to RNG and Uzi. Part of that goes to the global revenue pool that gets distributed to
That's
teams each year.
interesting.
How much money do you think that made?
I would assume a lot.
A lot. And that's why we'll never
They'll
know.
never say, though.
That's why we'll
Yeah.
never know. Because they will never reveal the total number, because it will give some sort of indication into how much that Uzi skin sold. The Battle Academia Zaya skin was one of the skins that contributed to the esports revenue pool. The Xin Zhao Trials of Twilight thing for Worlds, I think, was another one that added into it. We will never know how much teams actually get from the league stipend unless somebody decides to leak it, and please, somebody have the fucking balls to do it.
And it's even more of a letdown because thinking about all the money they made, I mean, if they made all that for Valorant, there's no way, bro, that rev share pool couldn't fund some form of roadshow that they're
I know, that was the other part
refusing
that
to
pissed
do.
me off.
Like any form of roadshow. I know people are probably sick of us getting back there, but they're acting like it's impossible. I mean, I ain't gonna lie though, I threw it out in the channel too about you could even go to high schools. Some people were like, kind of like, why would we go to high schools? Like, I think people
Some
in
people
NA
sleep
view,
on how good high school auditorium or high school gyms are.
yeah, and obviously, you know, people can be rage baiting, whatever, who cares? But the I do think Riot actually believes that though, like fundamentally as a company, like sits there and goes, why would we go to a high school gym to do a sporting event? And I actually think a lot of them sitting there firmly believe that like these gymnasiums are like 400 people big and have no, maybe it's just because I'm from Indiana and basketball here is crazy, but if you don't have a high school gym near you that can fit 10K people, I don't know where you live. Like, you gotta live in the craziest place ever. There are 10K arena high school gyms all over here.
I'm trying to find
Like, you could, and really, we don't need that. We need 4, maybe max. We could probably do fine with a 2 to 3,000 person gym.
I mean, I'm trying to load up my, let me see, browser source or window capture. There we go. I mean, I'll put it on screen now. This is the high school. Oh, whoops. This is the high school near me that Scump graduated from Optic, Cumberland Valley High School. I mean, this gym will fit a shit ton of people. Like, especially if you put floor seats, like floor seats with the bleachers on the side, bleachers in the back, and you just put up a massive screen on the wall. Like,
Yeah.
oh, dude.
Yeah, my bad, not 10K. I
Yeah,
was being
I
way too
like
facetious. I meant 5.
5K. Yeah,
Like, but we have over 20 high school gyms in Indiana that fit 7,000 plus people.
yeah. You guys have a little bit more. 5,000 by us, I think, is like the peak number that you're gonna get in there.
But you're telling me we really don't need more than 5.
No.
And to be honest, we don't need more than 2. Like a 2,000 gym would be fine for an event.
Oh, dude, I've seen people fill up their gyms for Rocket League already. It's
Mhm.
insane. It's insane some of the shit that they're able to put in there, and we just won't do it for whatever reason. I don't know.
Because you don't have any that could possibly fit like 2 to 3K
Oh, in
in
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania?
Oh yeah, shit ton. Yeah, we do.
Oh,
Yeah, we
okay.
do.
I was gonna
I
say,
think
hold
that
on.
comment was going off of hearing you say like 10K. Which
Oh,
no,
yeah,
there's
yeah.
not
No, my bad.
10K at all. But like
Yeah, my bad.
anywhere from 2 to 5, yeah, we have those in Pennsylvania. But we have a good bit
Yeah,
of
I
those.
was being dramatic, but yes, you can easily get. I mean, at least 5 grand. Like you could fit 5 grand if you want to get your money back,
Yep.
type of thing. Yes, it's gonna be bleachers. Does that matter? No,
No, it doesn't matter
it
at
really don't
fucking
matter.
all. Does not matter. Ugh,
Yeah, you.
dude,
I mean, gyms are 120 people, but yeah, that's because you probably live somewhere like either that just doesn't take high school sports serious or is in the middle of nowhere. Like,
or is in the middle of somewhere that doesn't have the space. Like you
yeah,
could be in
doesn't take
like
high school sports serious. Like, yeah, just doesn't.
oh man, dude.
Like,
Do you know how much I would kill? This might be very nostalgic of me. Do you know how much I would kill to be able to watch a League of Legends event with high school level concessions?
yeah, yeah,
Bro, that $3 hot dog and Swedish fish would hit like crack. Oh man. Oh, that'd be so good, dude. The smell of a Friday night gym packed for League
yeah.
of Legends would kill me. Oh,
You also don't have to do this stuff in, what is it? In these gyms and not have food trucks coming. Because at the end of the day, a lot of League is played during summer.
yep,
Like you can do these events in the summer, build up a lot of traction, have very nice nights, right?
yep,
On Saturdays or Sundays. And these high schools aren't busy in the summer. They're not doing crazy stuff, They'd probably be willing to try to make something like this work and reach out to the local community, which yeah, should be trying to build grassroots if you're trying to grow the game and keep it alive.
yep,
Like guess what? Every professional sport in America, no matter how much money they're making, sends players to local high schools to do events
yeah.
all the time. And those videos may get watched by 20 people, but they're building roots. That's how it goes. Like, there's so much you gain from it.
I'm trying to see the Harrisburg Forum. I mean, this is only I don't know how much this would cost, and this would probably like be very low turnout, all things considered. But let me see if I can get this window up. properly. I don't know why this is not. So I graduated in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. There's a place called the Forum, which is like right next to the Capitol building. Bro,
Mhm.
you can't tell me that the inside of this isn't like, if we put a massive screen up there with the players on stage, that wouldn't be sick. And that's only 1,200 people, but that looks visually
Mhm.
amazing. I mean, Giant Center, yeah, you could do that too. I mean, Hershey's in the middle of nowhere, but I think Hershey's great. I would go back. Oh, fuck, dude. Go back home for an event in Hershey? Hell yeah.
Yeah, theater would be sick.
And that's only 1,200 people.
Hmm.
Like, there's only 1,200 there, but that's going to feel so fucking big. And especially as you, like, show it on camera as well, it's going to look big. Like, there's a way to make
Yeah.
smaller numbers look better than they are. And increase demand and
Yeah.
go grassroots. And I just don't think we understand that side of things. And you have Harrisburg University right there as well. They have an esports program. I'm sure they could get the PCs over there. And projector-wise, we could get something going.
Yep. And I mean, you could have stuff going on outside as well. Like,
Yeah.
there's so much you can do at these events.
Ugh.
I mean, shoot, you would probably have, if you're doing a league type event, there's so many people they could ask to bring stuff. Like,
Yep.
it's just crazy. I don't know why they don't bother to do it. I mean, even to be honest, your local military people, you could find a military recruiter, tell them to bring an inflatable. I bet they would
I mean, I
to an
know
event like that.
the thing is, like, I know you won't like this, but there's a lot of people within League that are very anti-military being
Oh, yeah.
involved in that space.
You're right. I
Especially,
know you're right.
especially, I know you didn't watch the speech earlier. Trump really went after transgender folks in the speech.
Oh, okay.
I can't imagine League's gonna want anything to do with like army recruitment being involved with like or being directly on LoL esports with
Yeah, I'm
with
just
Trump's
throwing.
policy.
I mean,
But no, I get
throw out
I get your
any
point. No,
local group you can
I'm
think
with
of to
you.
bring something.
If it was
Yeah.
any other administration right now, I think you'd be for the most part
Yeah.
fine and in the clear. But
I mean, throw in whatever like local scene you want to see that could possibly bring. Yeah.
I mean, hell, I got sponsors reaching out to me now for this NA tag team event,
Yeah.
asking me if they can increase the prize pool.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right though. I should have remembered they're Cali people. They live in a bubble. They're gonna. I mean, there's a reason they haven't even been to the Midwest in like 5 years, bro.
I know.
I
know.
think they forget we exist.
They definitely do.
Like, which it always makes me die laughing when you post that. What is it? That map of 80% of the population, 20% of the population, and the line is like way over here on the east side of the state.
It's not even
or
like
the country.
that's still
Yeah.
including like Colorado, Arizona, all that's west of the line, and bitch, you're still only 20%.
Yup.
I mean, this podcast happened before I got in the argument last week, I think, about, oh yeah, because I posted our map afterwards, like the day
Mhm.
after, and Sharpie was going at me for everything. And I was just like, oh man, dude, I can't with this. Like, you can call it Northeast pride. I just call it East Coast, like East Coast mentality.
Yep.
We're just built different than you guys are. And whether you want to admit that or not, you might see that as pretentious, whatever. How we support our sports teams is different. There ain't nobody out here putting the Phoenix Suns, the Arizona Cardinals, or the fucking, is it Arizona, it says the Coyotes in the NHL? I don't even know. There's not a single team in Arizona that even remotely compares to cities that have less population than Phoenix on the East Coast and Middle America. I put Indy over Phoenix any day. Any fucking day.
What, for hosting?
For just like if we were to put a team there or anything. Like I trust the fandom of Indianapolis more than I trust the fandom of Phoenix.
Yeah.
The Yotes are gone from the NHL. Never mind.
Yeah. I mean, I would only say that it's ironic, but you'd actually have more access to more people putting an event in Indy than you would in Phoenix because of our proximity to Chicago and Cincinnati.
Yep.
Like, it's crazy. I mean, we're just so close to each other. It's like 3-hour drives from each other.
Yep.
And at that point, you're talking about, like, what is it? You're talking about probably 3 hours for access to about 14 million people, if I had to guess. Somewhere in there, maybe 13. Because what Chicago's going to be like 9, Indy's going to be about 2.5, and Cincinnati might be 2.5. Or if we lowball it, we'll say 12. But you're talking about like access to 12 million people is pretty nice.
No.
All within a 2-hour to 2.5-hour drive.
No.
But, and
And
yeah, I know Malfire. You tell them the only reason I said military was trying to think of something else is because they'll bring big ol' inflatables and stuff and chuck them in front of the high school, because you don't have to tell them what you're doing at the high school. You just have to tell them you have 2,000 people at high school,
yep.
and they'll be like, okay, and chuck something out there, and then you have free, like, fun stuff, and you just have to be like, hey, don't talk to them.
Yep.
Go do the event, have fun, and don't talk to them.
And to be clear, Aklo, I'm not saying that Phoenix and like west of the line people don't love their sports teams. We're not saying that. We're saying you just don't love them like we love ours. That's all.
Well, I am saying they apparently don't love them enough that they lose them. There's that.
I mean, Paul can. Yeah, you can go that far. I'm not trying to belittle them that much. I'm trying to boast up our side of things without putting them down. But if that's the route you want to go, you go right ahead. I ain't gonna stop you.
Yeah, they lost them, so don't know what to tell you.
All right, we've been going for a bit, and I promised Emily we're gonna watch the next episode of Heated Rivalry, which, by the way, is a fanfic about Sidney Crosby and Alex Ovechkin. It's the wildest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. The intimacy coordinator on that show, better than Prime LeBron.
Okay.
Like, I don't know how they're doing it, dude, but they're fucking doing it. It's wild. For those of you that are watching the show, not Heated Rivalry, watching this show, we will not be back until the week after Christmas. I'm going to be gone all next week back in Pennsylvania. You're still going to get YouTube content from me. I've already got everything made for the most part. I got one more video that I got to make on Friday morning, but that's about it. We'll probably have the podcast back on either Monday or Tuesday, December 29th or 30th for the end of the year. Paul and I will wrap everything up from LoL Esports this year. Get a little excited for the year to come. Like, that'll be the final episode of the year. So we might, I don't know if we want to do like, I don't like the idea of awards because I feel like awards are kind of overplayed to a certain extent. I don't know. I feel like everybody does some award wise, but we'll think of some sort of gimmick for the end of the year to make it fun. But beyond that, I think that's everything for this week. Anything you got?
No, not really. Just, we're almost back. We're getting closer to League. Christmas is coming. Things are good.
No. I will end with this. Sentinels is climbing up my leaderboard again.
Okay.
The content's good.
Great.
The content's good. I'm going to be having a conversation with some of their social people here soon.
So you're a Sun fan over TL?
No, I'm still neck and neck with everything. This is why I said I was waiting till it's all said and done. But I don't know what
'Cause
direction I'm going to go.
I'm so pumped to just have a reason to cheer against TL. I need you to pick TL, kind of. It'd be nice.
All right. Noted.
It'd be slightly nice for me. That's all I'm saying.
Noted. I'm just saying it is solidly with it is solidly between TL, Sen, and FlyQuest are my 3. Papa Smith.
That's
Yeah,
a shocker. You're out on C9.
I mean, again, I still keep him on the list out of respect. That's it.
Yeah.
But like actually picking, no.
Was it the fact they're C9 or the fact they're C9?
The third one you didn't mention that they are C9.
Yeah. That one. Okay, that's a good point. I did miss that one.
Forgot that one, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man. I don't know. I'm excited for lock-in. I'm excited not to know anything, and I'm starting to make preparations for the official announcement already. Like I'm getting everything.
Oh, I
not that
see,
I
yeah.
know, but I'm just trying to like lay the pieces of like how I want this rollout to go. And the biggest thing is I'm trying to figure out which one of my friends local to New York that knows League enough and knows my content enough is going to be able to interview me.
Okay.
Because everybody's been talking about it. I will give the kind of spoiler a little bit for this. Everybody wants me to do like the picking the hat video, like college football thing. Fuck that. That's too low key. I'm doing a LeBron taking my talents to South Beach decision interview and putting that out.
Okay.
I'm going full
I like that.
Full Shinnok decision 2025. And I'll have a video picking the hats and everything. I'm doing all of it all at once, all of it
Okay.
together. And a hype video to go with it, everything. Like I'm trying to do the whole 9 yards. Which luckily I got time to, figure it out and get it done. But
Do we know how they're doing the Swiss stage for lock-in? Is it just like draw, like worlds?
I'm assuming just draw, but I don't know.
Okay.
So
When you do that acceptance video, who's gonna be your interviewer?
I'm trying to figure out which of my friends I think it would be able to like genuinely ask like the harder hitting questions without, because I don't want to have to write the questions for them. Is the big thing. I want to be able to. I want to be able to tell them, hey, I want to do a LeBron style decision thing.
Yeah.
I need you to know me well enough to know my content and to know the LCS enough to be able to ask pointed questions. Put it this way.
Yeah.
If you or Don Jake was here in New York, I 100% would have either one of you do it.
Yeah. Don Jake would be awesome.
I wish I could fly Don Jake out and give him the
Yeah.
interview for it. Obviously, it would still have to live
That'd
on
be
my
sick.
channel, but like, I would
Yeah.
love for him to be the one that has decision. But we'd have to keep it to like, I want the video to be like 10 minutes. I don't want it to be too long. I want it to be this like the same length as the decision. But I don't think he'd be able to get out to New York. And I know I'm not paying for shit either. That's why I'm going to ask one of my friends. But
That's fair.
final thing I will say after that is, do I think I'll get co-streaming rights this year? I have no clue. I'm trying to ramp up the pressure a little bit on social media for it, but we'll see. Because there's nobody to fill the void that Dom is leaving. And and maybe I could.
I like the teaser.
Any final
Why
words?
not me?
Well, why not me? Why not? Take a chance on a little white boy.
Oh, yeah, they'd hate to see a white boy with some motion.
Most dangerous thing in the world is when a white boy gets some motion.
Oh man. No, I have no final words after that. That's a good enough